Hi, and welcome to LottoEdge. This week, both the Powerball and Mega Millions are over $300 million. Currently, the Powerball is sitting at a jackpot of $335 million and will likely climb before the next drawing. The Mega Millions is sitting at a jackpot of $312 million and again will probably grow before the next drawing. Now, I know everyone is out there looking for a little edge when picking their numbers, and we've seen a lot of BS systems out there being peddled, and they're just money grabs and don't really help. Today, I'm going to give you 5 tips based on historical analytics to help you pick numbers anytime you're playing the Powerball or Mega Millions. Now, this isn't a system, it's just observations we've made here at LottoEdge that may help you. All right, tip number 1 is use the entire playboard. So the base Powerball is picking 5 numbers between 1 and 69, and Mega Million is picking 5 numbers between 1 and 70. Now again, those exclude the Powerball and Mega Ball. And so a lot of people will only play birth dates or anniversaries. Now the problem with this is it only uses calendar days, which go to 30 or 31 days. You're leaving more than half of the numbers off of your playlist. Let me show you something. We looked at the last 16 years of Powerball drawings and the last 12 years of Mega Million drawings. So in Powerball, that was over 1,700 drawings. And we found that out of those drawings, only 46 drawings had all the numbers of 31 or under. That's less than 3% of the drawings fell with all calendar days. Same thing with Mega Millions. We see here that only 31 drawings, or less than 2.5% of the drawings, fell with 31 or under. So again, they are using the entire playboard, not just calendar days. You're going to want to spread your numbers out over the entire playboard. Okay, tip number 2. Pick your numbers without following a pattern. So some people pick numbers like 3, 13, 23, 33, 43, etc. Or they draw diagonal patterns or a star pattern on their draw slips. Drawing games don't follow a pattern, so completely skip this method. Tip number 3. You're going to want to mix your numbers between even and odd. So here again, we analyze Powerball drawings for the last 16 years and Mega Millions for the last 12 years. And here's what we found. So on Powerball, having all even or all odd numbers for your 5 balls happened only 5% of the time. Same thing on Mega Millions. All even and all odd was about 5% of the time. We also looked at if you had 4 even and 1 odd or 1 even and 4 odd, and that happened about 30% of the time for both Powerball and Mega Millions. Now here's where the real edge comes in. By mixing it up and picking pretty evenly, about 3 even and 2 odd, or 2 even and 3 odd, it happened about 64% of the time that the results fell into this range. And that happened for both Powerball and Mega Millions. So you're going to want to typically stay with a good mix of even and odd numbers and try to stay away from going all even or all odd. Okay, tip number 4 is sum up the total of all your balls. And by that I mean taking the 5 balls that you've selected and add those numbers up. And what we found is 75% of the time, the sum of those 5 balls fell in the range of 101 to 200. That was pretty consistent for Mega Millions as well. By summing up the 5 balls, we found they fell in that range of 101 to 200 about 69% of the time. So basically, you're going to want a pretty good mix across the board versus all really low numbers and all really high numbers. Okay, the last tip, tip number 5, is for after the drawing. Always double check your numbers. You would be surprised at how many winning tickets go unclaimed when people misread the results or forget to check their numbers. So you can use LottoEdge to check them. You can use any other site you want, but make sure you're checking the right date for your drawing and always double check your numbers. All right. Well, we appreciate you tuning in and wish you the best of luck. Thanks.